The judgment of Babylon, the land of abundance and of excessive wealth and luxury, and of those who are wicked and are living in exceedingly wickedness. Isaiah 13:1. The vision which burdened Isaiah the son of Amos when he saw the premonition and the trouble and the punishment and the sorrow in the foreboding vision, and the apprehension and the dismay of people and of the destruction of Babylon, the lands of wickedness and excessive wealth and abundance and of luxurious living. Verse 2. And all you, the noble ones, the Elu'hymness relights them, the elected ones of Elu'hymn Jerusalem, Elu'hymn high mountain, the Elu'hymn Jerusalem kingdom government, you all and all of you lift up the banner of Elu'hymn, the banner of Elu'hymn's kingdom, the Elu'hymn kingdom banner, and you exalt Elu'hymn, who has voiced for you. And all of you lift up your voices as you enter at the gates of Elu'hymn Jerusalem. And all of you shake the hands of the nobles as you go into the gates of the kingdom and the holy city, the Elu'hymn's new Jerusalem. Verse 3. I Elu'hymn, have commanded. And I Elu'hymn, the sovereign, the king, the almighty one, have called my elected ones. Whom I, Elu'hymn, the sovereign king have sanctified and have called mines, from danger, to my kingdom to rejoice in my kingdom, even those who are in the heavens in my kingdom to rejoice in my holiness and my highness, my royalty. Verse 4. And like a tumultuous multitude of people and nations that are gathered in the holy mountain, the kingdom of Elu'hymn, Elu'hymn will host them, and Elu'hymn will muster the battle and his host, his armies from the heavens. Verse 5. And all they from afar, the whole earth and afar lands, even they shall be gathered together to be destroyed even by the weapons of their imagination and because of their indignation. Verse 6. And they shall wail and howl and cry as they are distressed and are in pain because of the destruction, because it is the day of Elu'hymn's coming, and the destruction of the heathen shall come as it was told by Elu'hymn, as it was forewarned beforehand. Verse 7. And they shall all be afraid, and the pangs of pain and sorrow shall take hold on all of them. Verse 8. Therefore every man's heart shall melt with fear, and they all shall become weak, and they shall be faint. And they shall be in pain as a woman that is in travail. And they all shall be in amazement, and in that day there would be flames that they would be faced with, as the pangs of flames shall take hold on one another. Verse 9. Behold, the day of Elu'hymn coming has come on the sinners and the cruel, and they of the land shall be desolated, and both the land and the sinners shall be in wrath and anger, on the day of Elu'hymn's coming to rid the sinner from out of the world. Verse 10. Because the stars in the heavens and the constellations them they shall be darkened, because they shall be eclipsed by Elu'hymn, the light, the sun. And the kingdom of Elu'hymn, the sun, and by the Elu'hymn's Jerusalem coming. And they shall not give their light, and the sun, our sun shall be darkened, and this shall cause the moon not to give any light, and the moon shall not shine. Verse 11. Thus says Elu'hymn, the sovereign, the king of arms, the king of glory, I Elu'hymn will punish the world for all the wickedness and for all the evil and the iniquity. And thus says, Elu'hymn, the Almighty, the King of the heavens and the earth. And the arrogance of the world and arrogancy of the proud would cease, and their haughtiness will cease, because it would be so terrible, and the world would be made to lay low. Verse 13-12. Thus says Elu'hymn, I Elu'hymn, the sovereign, the creator, the father, the maker, I Elu'hymn, the sovereign of heavens and the earth, would make mankind precious, and even a man would be more precious than fine gold, and even more precious than a wedge of gold from Ophir. Verse 13. Therefore thus says Elu'hymn, the sovereign, the almighty judge, I Elu'hymn shall shake the earth, and the earth shall be moved from out of its place. Therefore I Elu'hymn, the host, will shake the earth and the heavens on that day, and the host of the earth shall be removed by Elu'hymn on that day of their anger and their wrath, and it shall be fierce, the day that Elu'hymn comes to remove the sinners out of the world. Verse 14. And Noman, the devil shall be taken, and he shall be as a chaste foe. And all his people shall be chaste foes. And every one of them shall flee and be chased from every land, and they shall be turned from Noman, the man of sin, and every one shall turn to flee. Verse 15. And every one that shall be found, and every one that was also joined with them against Elu'hymn, the sovereign, the king of arms, they shall be found, and they all shall fall by their sword. This is the judgment of Babylon. On all the lands of abundance, and of they who are excessively wealthy and living in luxury, and of those who are wicked and are exceedingly wicked, in the destruction and the judgment of the lands of Babylon.